from Ankara. Dr. Orhan Kutman wants to know, he says that in the Surah Talaq, verse 13, heavens recited as plural, but earth is singular. Being similar to them, we think of 2 multiply 7 earths or heavens. Some says that 7 planets of the solar system. In Surah Mu'minin, we recite the verses 18, we have created above you 7 ways or earth. How does Huzur comments on these, and how does he compromise them?
Right.
Which verse is that?
First Surah Talaq 13. And chapter 28, I think.
Yes, that I put it.
And the second one, Mu'minin.
First, let me read this first, and then
The first one is A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin wa minal arzi mithlahunna yatanazzalu al-amru bainahunna lita'lamu anna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir wa anna Allaha qad ahata bi kulli shay'in ilma. The translation is, Allah is He who created 7 heavens, and of the earth the like thereof. The divine command comes down in their midst, that you may know that Allah has power over all things, and that Allah encompasses all things in His knowledge.
just one second.
The second one is the Mu'minin, and 18.
Which chapter?
Chapter 23.
23 and verse
18.
18.
Audio
That says,
some. Did he give a prior notice? Maybe on the way.
verse 18.
Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا فَوْقَكُمْ سَبْعَ طَرَائِقَ وَمَا كُنَّا عَنِ الْخَلْقِ غَافِلِينَ. Translation is, and we have created above you 7 ways, and we are never neglectful of the creation.
This is a different issue
Yes.
mentioned in this verse. Let's turn to the first verse first.
Yes. That is, Allahu allazi khalaqa sab'a samawatin.
God has created, God is He, Allah is He, who has created 7 heavens and also the earth in accordance with the 7 heavens. This is a verse which has not been ever highlighted before by the commentators. But today we understand, and I have always read this verse in the light of this information that has also been provided elsewhere in the Quran. So the correct interpretation of this verse does not depend entirely on my knowledge of modern discoveries, but it depends primarily on another verse of the Holy Quran which speaks of other bodies, other planetary bodies where life can exist. The Holy Quran is very clear in the verse which I mentioned. So, how could other planetary bodies possibly could possibly have life or any form of life if they were not earths like ours? So this verse should be understood in the light of that verse, which means that we are not the only planet where life is possible. For every 7 heavens, God has created an earth like our earth here. For every 7 heavens. Now we are enwrapped by layers upon layers of atmosphere around us, and beyond that which are divided by the scientists into 7. So there are 7 straight hours, and wrapped around the earth and rising above into space, which are called 7 skies with relation to this earth. And the Quranic term is Samad Dunya. They consist of that heaven which is heaven of this world. So the term Samad Dunya is used by the Quran. I am not just depending on any scientific explanation alone. Originally, the Quran leads me to this conclusion that the Holy Quran refers to a heaven of this earth. So there are other heavens of other earths and other sama, repeating the number 7, which is a number which is ever repeated and is never exhausted. On this I have spoken before in the Al-Arab as well, that the word 7 is applied to a week of 7 days. And it is applied universally everywhere. Man knows no other number of days to a week than 7 days. So the Quranic reference of 7 is to something which is repeatable, which is universal in character. And it repeats and repeats and repeats and does not exhaust. Right? Yes.
The verse, it is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقضاهن 7 سماوات في يومين وأوحى في كل سماء أمرها وزينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وحفظا ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم.
Right?